Hey playmates, so it's currently like 9 something and we are starting Murder Games by James Patterson. I'm super excited. You guys know how much I love James Patterson. I literally can read his books in a day. So yes, and yes, it's supposed to be like a jigsaw type of vibe. Basically the serial killer is leaving clues behind, and it's like he's playing a game with the detectives and with this certain professor who he has a PhD in like abnormal behavior and psychology, and he is a professor at Yale. And so he was one of the first clues, and one of his books had like blood on his picture that's on like the author, you know. Anyways, he's one of the detectives. I think her name is Elizabeth. She was like, you know what, you're gonna help us crack the case, but also your life is on the line as well. You're involved in this game. So it's just very interesting, and we kind of have 2 parts in the book. We kind of have the professor's point of view, and then we also have simultaneously the murder. So we first get the murder, and then we get like the detective and the professor finding the body, but we already know how the murder happened. So that's really interesting. And he's just like leaving clues of cards and stuff. So they're all the murders are going to be connected. So I'm excited. It's really good. It's juicy. All his characters are always just so memorable and just A1. And also they're just so funny and have such a bold personality. I think that's why I read it so quickly. The story is always so interesting. He always makes really cool detectives and really sly murderers. So I'm excited. It wouldn't be October without me reading a James Patterson book. Like, come on now. So yes, I have my Earl Grey tea with me. It's gonna keep me company with 2 packs of sugar. Ooh. And so yeah. Alright guys, so I got my tea and my cute little skull tumbler. And yes, and when I tell you guys, this book started with a bang. It started with a bang, okay? I am hooked. And when I tell you the trickery that was used to kill this, I guess this college kid, was wild. Oh, wild. So yeah, it's just gonna go downhill from here, but yeah. Alright y'all, so I am back, part of our vlog. I'm now on page 181, and y'all, the gruesome, gory murders in this book, I'm living for it. This is if you want a good, fast-paced thriller for spooky season for October, yes, definitely Murder Games by James Patterson. It's never a dull moment. It's never a dull moment for him. And he always have like really exciting characters, and it's just so fast paced. Has a bunch of just I don't even know. I just love the detective, and he's really funny. He's a professor, like I said in the other videos, and he's the way that he uses psychology to analyze the serial killer's behaviors, and the fact that they're like playing the game is very similar to Jigsaw, where the serial killer is kind of has a method towards his killing, and he pretty much wants the detectives to kind of pick up on his clues. So, and all of the victims are like really horrible people, and they're famous or have a lot of clout behind their name. So I was like, okay, purr. So we're just gonna continue reading. I love my James Patterson. I love how he puts representation in here for Black people. Yeah, I just love it. So yes, and he just never shies away from talking about topics like police brutality, the stop and frisk situation. Like he stay on top of it. I'm like, yes, James. I really like the killer too. He's very interesting. He's the dealer, and he leaves cards at every death scene, murder scene. So I'm here for it. All right, let's go. Enjoying my little fall snack. It's a nice fall day. It was raining earlier. It was a perfect fall weather. I love it. Guys, I just love my PSL, my pumpkin spice latte or frappuccino. It just tastes so good, and it just tastes like fall, tastes like spooky season, coziness. I just love it. If you did not know, spooky season in fall and October is my favorite time of year. I know some people are fall haters, but I'm like, how can that be? Like, it's literally the best time of the year. My birthday's in fall. You have Thanksgiving, Halloween. Like, it's just amazing. It's perfect. And yes, I am one of them girlies who says it's fall in September. I start celebrating spooky season in September. So yeah, I've always loved pumpkin spice. And yes, I even had like the pumpkin spice Oreo cookies. And yes, it's delicious. Oh, and Target, I don't know if they're still selling it, but they had these pumpkin spice cupcakes. Oh my gosh, by the marketplace. OMG, they come in like a 4-piece containers of 4 cupcakes with the whipped cream, and they have like whipped cream in the filling. OMG, they're so delicious. I think it's cream cheese filling, and then it's like cream cheese frosting. Oh my gosh. So if you're in Target, run and get those cupcakes. They're so delicious. Oh my goodness. And then get a pumpkin spice frappuccino at the Starbucks. I love that you can get Starbucks and shop at the same time. Perfect. Y'all, this chocolate muffin is divine. It's so rich, just delectable. It's just melting all on my fingers. So good. It's so messy, I gotta get a wipe so I don't mess up my book. That's how like chocolatey it is. It's crazy. Like, look at that. Oh, so good. Guys, so I finished Murder Games by James Patterson. I just did a reading sprint, so that was really fun. You guys were able to watch me finish the book on my reading sprint, so go check that out. But I really enjoyed this book, you guys. James Patterson never lets me down. This is a perfect book for October. Is a nice thrilling mystery, especially if you're a fan of Saw and the Saw franchise. And 2 weeks ago I watched Saw 10 and that was amazing. I saw it with my mom, and you guys, I love Saw, okay? I love Billy on his tricycle. I'm here for it. There's always a trick up his sleeve, up John Kramer's sleeve, and it's just wild. So if you haven't seen that movie yet, go watch it if you like Saw. It had the gore, the tricks, the games. They were wild and crazy. It was just a good time, so I really enjoyed it, and that really got me in the mood to read Murder Games by James Patterson, because it has that same feel. I love when the killer, especially a serial killer, kind of makes his he connects the murder victims and he leaves clues. So the serial killer in here was the dealer. He left playing cards from like a deck at the crime scene, at the dead body's crime scene, and the way he killed the people were amazing. Not amazing, but they were so graphic and gory and wild. I was just my mouth and my jaw was to the floor. It was opened. I was shook, and the twist in here, I did not see it coming at all. You cannot predict what's going on in here. It's going to have you just coming up with things in your head, and at every second it gets shot down by another thing that happens, so you can't really guess what happens in here, and I just love it. So I definitely give it 5 stars. I'm so happy that I read it. I really enjoyed James Patterson's writing. It has a nice flow to it. He always makes his characters so unique, and they have such a interesting personality. And they're just so funny how they interact with each other, and yes. So yeah, and I love that it says you're playing for your life, and yes, it was just amazing. Definitely recommend. So thank you guys for watching this vlog, and stay tuned for what I'm going to read next. Bye, Playmate.